It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by Scooters Coffee and Rescue Towing. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to your Monday. It's a stormy start out there with rain spreading into the area, and it's going to do so just in time for the morning drive for many places. Locally, heavy downpours are possible. Prepare for a wet commute this morning and maybe one that slows you down too. Very high rainfall rates are expected, anywhere from 1 to 3 inches of rainfall possible just in the first half of the day today. So that could lead to definitely some ponding on the area roadways, but also some issues with flash flooding on isolated places in the Ozarks. It's a big caution for you, though, this morning. Slow down, plan some extra time, and just know that you may have to find a different way around if you are in one of the locations that receives some of this very heavy rainfall. It's an unsettled start to the week, that is for sure. We have temperatures starting out in the mid 60s, so numbers are comfortable this morning, but there's some thunder, some lightning, some torrential rain occurring across the Ozarks. The good news this morning is that I don't have any other form of severe weather in the forecast aside from the heavy rain and the flash flood threat. I expect that this will clear the area too. I think rainfall heaviest pretty much now as of 5 a.m., lasting through about 10 a.m. We'll hold on to some showers and thunderstorms through the lunch hour, and then the skies begin to clear from about noon to 3 p.m. We may even get some late day sunshine today. So it'll end up being pretty nice for the second half of your Monday, but it is a stormy start, unsettled weather in the region, and some of that falling as very heavy rainfall. As I mentioned, there is going to be this small excess of 1 to 3 inches of rainfall that's likely in isolated places that could see maybe even upwards of 5 inches of rainfall through the afternoon hours. That's too much, too fast. It'll be an isolated problem, but after the issues that we saw several weeks ago in Branson with the morning flash flooding, I want everyone to be on high alert today. There could be some big problems tomorrow, despite this dry stretch that we've had around for the last couple of weeks. Widespread showers and thunderstorms have already developed. They're going to spread into the area. The morning drive will be a wet one. Evening drive is going to be much, much better. Much warmer by the midweek hours. We have temperatures that get back into the 80s this afternoon after the rainfall moves away. I have low to mid 80s. Depending on how long that rain can linger around, I have about 82 for the high temperature in Springfield. Then it will be much warmer as we head into the middle of the week. I have those triple digit heat index values that will be back in the forecast. So the weekly forecast, it looks a little bit unsettled, a little bit volatile here. We have the storms, of course, to start the week today. Then numbers are going to warm up pretty quickly. We could be back into the 90s by tomorrow. We hold on to these isolated storm chances, but I really think for the second half of the week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, the best chances for rain are going to be in our northern counties up in central Missouri. There will be additional chances for showers, thunderstorms, and potentially even some more flooding as we head into the late week hours. But the best chance for that will be up in central Missouri because a warm front will be kind of splitting the area in two. Most of us, including the Springfield metro area, will be in the warm sector. It will be hot. It will be humid with heat index values back into the triple digits. And then the cooler area with the higher rain chances are going to be in our northern counties, pretty much Lake of the Ozarks, Highway 54, and points to the north. For the Springfield metro area, though, as early as Wednesday, we have excessive heat warnings that are back in effect with heat index values around 100 degrees. Around the country, what's making headlines is more flash flooding for the coastal Carolinas. That's the case not just today, but for the next few days. We also have summertime heat returning for the southern plains and the central Gulf Coast. And while all of that is going on the East Coast, we also have fire weather concerns for the Intermountain West. So there's a lot happening across the country. And of course, it's very active this morning in the Ozarks. I want everybody to drive safe and watch out for water over the road. If you see that, you got to turn around. Make sure you find another way around. All right, it's time for the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister Trivia question for the day. Another Olympics question. That's what we left you with last week. The London 1984 Games were the last time this surprising category was represented at the Olympics. And the options that I gave you were A, art, B, egg toss, C, three-legged race, or D, miming. All of these seem ridiculous and like they should have never been part of the Olympic Games, but one of them was. And if you chose A, art, you would be correct. Isn't that weird? Art as an Olympic category. It's true. It was in 1948 in the Summer Olympics in London. Great Britain included art competitions in 5 different categories. So there were multiple art categories. They included architecture, literature, music, painting, and sculpture. And the works submitted were inspired by sports related themes. Each country submitted their artworks for competition. They were judged, and that's how the competition happened. I guess this kind of reminds me of like, the fair when you have like drawing contests or you receive ribbons for painting or different things. It was kind of a category like that. But since then, the Olympic Committee said no more art, and it is no longer a category. It would be kind of interesting, though, to see how countries chose the best works, although pretty subjective, unlike an athletic competition. So now you know. Congrats if A, art was your guess. All right, here's the question that I'll answer for you tomorrow. True or false? A 50-50 shot for you. Meteor showers are caused by dust particles. Do you think that is true or false? You can let me know your guess. That's at aroundtheozarks.com. By the way, there is a meteor shower, the Perseid meteor shower, peaking this morning, but I might as well not even mention it because we've got cloud cover, we've got heavy rain, we've got thunderstorms. Pretty impossible to see those Perseids. Unfortunate for us because it's supposed to be an active year. Peak happening this morning in many places. So wah for us. You can answer that brain twister trivia question if you think you know it. That's at the website, aroundtheozarks.com. Thank you so much for listening this morning. I sure appreciate it. And if you are enjoying the podcast, please make sure you leave us a review wherever you listen to your podcasts. You can find more weather information throughout the day on this stormy Monday, also at the website. Just click on the weather tab over at the website. Thanks to our sponsors, Scooters Coffee and Rescue Towing. Have a great one. Drive safe this morning. We'll chat again.